And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIsland guy. Today we are back in the Embraer 110 and we're going to be carrying a combination load of passengers and cargo over to another part of Venezuela, to be specific, Valle De La Pascua, Venezuela. Don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's SVVP. And it's located in kind of northern central Venezuela, but should be interesting. Looks like I see there's a decent elevation for this airport, so it's going to probably be kind of located up in the mountains-ish. And on top of that, there is also no published approach for this airport again, so we're just going to have to fly the last part visual. Now, before we do that, I am sort of curious as to what the weather looks like en route. So just give me a second here. Just trying to close down all of my tabs so I can pull up windy.com. So we are over in SVPR right about now. And SVPR is... Oops. Don't want to do that. There you go. Alright, so no METAR for this airport, which is pretty common. And I guess there's going to probably be no METAR for the next airport as well, which is SVVR. I think that's where we're heading. Sorry, SVVP. So no METAR information there as well, which is pretty common for small airports. What we can do though is take a look at the kind of rain and thunder information. Nothing too crazy over there. So yeah, not much rain. There's some kind of rain and clouds in the area, but not much around the actual airport itself. And another thing I want to check for is clouds. Yeah, so do have some cloud cover in the area. And one thing I like about windy.com is it kind of gives you this cool little graph here, so you can kind of see where the heavy clouds are at. So it looks like as long as we get down below 6,400 feet, I'm actually maybe 3,000 feet right now for this particular time, then it looks like we shouldn't have too much clouds to deal with below that. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how accurate that is. But let's get in the aircraft and close everything up, and let's get the aircraft started up. Alright, so we're going to lose the wheel chocks, close the main door and the cargo door. Love the animations for that. Alright, everything is locked up. We're going to go ahead and get the lights. We'll get our collision lights on. I don't know which ones here are the beacon. I'm assuming it's these guys here. There's not an actual like beacon on there. And from there we will turn our fuel pumps on. And let's go with the right engine. We'll go ignition and start. We'll look here. I think we're looking at about 15% Then we can go ahead and add fuel.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
So the startup is sounding extra crispy on here. Let's go ahead and get the left engine and left engine started now as well. So we'll go ignition, and we'll go start. Introduce the fuel. Don't mind that, just unplugging the USB drive I had plugged in. It tends to cause blue screens if I leave it plugged in during flight. Okay, so all that's good, so we can go ahead and shut these off now. Get the generators on. All right. So you don't need any other lights right now. Taxi lights can come on as well. And we'll switch over to our battery. Forgot to check our cruise altitude for this flight. I do not know what it is. I think I closed it by mistake. Flights. I'm just gonna double check. If I can't find it, then I will just if I can't find it, I'll just choose an altitude. Let me do this. I'm just gonna go new flight, and I'm gonna select create a new flight plan. There we go. Got it. Alright, SimBrief. Good job. Okay, so I was able to recover my last flight that I did. Just want to double check what the altitude is that we're flying at right now. Okay, give us something crazy. So they have us going up to 24,000, which I'm pretty sure is above the surface ceiling of this aircraft, so not sure we got that. I'm just gonna do about 12,000 today. Let's stay there. Actually, I'll do 10. So let's go up to 10,000, and Yeah, I think we are good to go. Sure I hit everybody just now coming out. So I'm using this Ares livery that came with the Embraer 110 since we're flying around South America right now. Definitely looks like there's some thermals out in the distance over there. You see these little cloud mountains, cloud towers. Yeah. It's not a good sign. So let's hope you don't have to encounter too many of those on the way. Let's pop a turn here. Like we can do these nice wide turns on the runway. Ready to go. We have a prop RPM full forward. Fuel mixture is fuel condition levers on high idle. Get our landing lights on. Passenger heat and static pitot heat we don't really need right now because it's pretty warm out here. That's it. We can get our natural separators on as well. Generators are on. Everything else is looking good to go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Switch on auto feather as well. to keep us on the center line. We can rotate.
Airborne time log.
Let's go gear up. Love this view. Go flaps up as well. Just gain a little airspeed. Alright, let's go ahead and get our autopilot on. We'll go nav mode as well. I'm not sure we're returning back to the airport now. It's open up. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to enjoy the view outside for a little bit. What's going on there? Adjust our settings for climb now. Oh, look at that. What is that? Once we get up and over the clouds, we'll go ahead and disable the inertial separator. Hitting a little bit of turbulence, nothing crazy there. Alright, so in terms of where we're going today, just looked it up. Valle De Pascua. Valle De La Pascua. So they say this is the capital of the autonomous municipality of Leonardo Infante. And the city is located in the central plains of Venezuela and was founded on February 25th, 1785. So it's an interesting area. Looks like a little small town. Alright, so we're climbing out at like 1,000 feet per minute right now. Maybe a little more, 800 feet. And I'm gonna cruise at 10,000 feet. And I'm gonna calculate our top of descent. So make sure that's good to go. I'll get the inverters off now, or the inertial separator, sorry. Overall, this isn't really too long a flight. According to SimBrief, the flight time is only 43 minutes. So, kind of once we get up and reach our cruise altitude, we should be up there for long before we actually start our descent. Hope that you guys enjoyed the last video in the Kodiak 100. I mean, that was a little bit of a hectic one. There was a lot of frustration behind the scenes before I actually was able to record a video, and it still went and messed it up. The sound isn't the best. I had to kind of correct it halfway through. But we've been dealing with a lot here, but we're trying to get through. You know what I mean? Trying to get back on a regular schedule. My parents are here for another, I don't know, week and a half. So kind of after they go, be by myself again. I'll start pumping out more videos. Not really going to be going anywhere either. COVID is pretty strong here in Halifax right now. We're like in the midst of an outbreak, so not going to be going to the gym or anything like that for a while until things start to die down. So I'm going to have a little more time to kind of get more content out and focus on the channel. As I said before, big shout out to everyone who has subscribed. My channel's been experiencing some decent growth by my standards. We're kind of heading towards the 200 mark, which for me is pretty impressive. I mean, seeing as though we just hit 150 in, I believe, October, November. Actually, no. I think in November is when we hit 150. So it took us it took us a little over a year to hit 100. Or 10 months or so to hit 100. It took another, 3 or 4 months to hit 150, and now it's looking like probably in a couple months we'll be able to reach 200. So that's amazing for me, man. So thank you everyone who's been subscribing. Thank you for everyone that's been commenting. Thanks to those who have been regulars up to now, and I'm looking forward to rocking with you guys in the near future. Alright folks, so it looks like we're just going to keep climbing. Should be nearing our cruise altitude, although I feel like we're probably about 6,000 or 7,000 feet. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, good. 7,100. I also need to check what the... I'm not even going to know what that is here, huh? I was going to say I wanted to check and see what the standard altitude here is, but guess we'll stick with the local for now. Or check one of the surrounding airports. Let's check SVPR. So the transition altitude is 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet there, so I think that's what we should be switching to. So 29902. And we are good to go, folks. Alright, so when I come back, we'll be starting our descent into Valle De La Pascua, and I'll be chatting with you guys then, alright? And welcome back to the channel, everyone. We've started our descent. I'm not going to say the name of the place because I've forgotten already. But we have started our descent, as I said. This airport, once again, is uncontrolled. Well, it has no published approaches, so we're just going to be doing a straight-in visual approach. Well, it's not going to be straight-in. We're right now just descending down to 2,000, and when we get a visual on the runway, we'll actually be doing a downwind leg, and then doing a right base back onto runway 08. So we should be about 10 nautical miles away from the airport, and I don't know if we could see it just yet. It's all a blur out there right now. But we should be coming up on it really soon. Oh, wait a minute. It's the airport right there, right in front of us. I was looking out here somewhere. Nope, it's the airport right here. So we'll be passing over the town of, I'm going to say it's Valle De La Pascua, and then we'll wrap back around onto the runway. My usual procedure for doing visual approaches is normally I'll go down to about 2,000 feet or 1,500, because this is a fairly high elevation airport. It's about 600 feet. I'm going to go down to 2,000. That should be adequate enough. 1,500 could have us a little too low. Right, so I'm going to get the inertial separators on. And autofella. And once we start to level off, I'll turn off the autopilot and go from there. Just about to cross over the top of the runway. So right here in front of us. So we're basically going to head left, kind of left and out that way. We'll get configured, turn around, and come back and land on runway 08. So unlike the Kodiak, this is an aircraft that I can actually control. So it shouldn't have too much issues. Disable the autopilot. So that's the airport there. There's runway 08 there. Give you a better look at it. get our prop RPM to max. Fuel condition to high idle. Get a little bit of turbulence right now. The thing we have to be careful with is to not lose sight of the airport. Luckily, we also have this NDB here. So this will give us an idea of, not the NDB, but it's kind of pointing sort of in the direction of the airport. Actually, not really. But I can see kind of how far away from the airport I'm going though, which is good. Alright, so about 5 nautical miles, so we'll go ahead and we'll start our turn back. Actually gain a little bit of altitude. Trying to find it again. There it is. Alright, so comps check. Gas looks good, undercarriage is down. Prop RPM is full forward. Fuel mixture is, or fuel condition is in high idle.
Wind 030 at 19 knots.
And we have our landing lights on. So we are all clear to land. Just lining up on the runway. was my best landing, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valle De La Pascua. It's an interesting approach. Looks like the airport's kind of in a valley, sort of. Definitely have to clear the top of these houses in order to land. Folks, this one come off. Okay, let's stay on battery.
Engine off time log. Flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Alright folks, and that is that. I want to thank everybody for checking out the flight. This is the rebirth of the Embraer 110. Okay, not really. I'm just glad I'm able to fly it again. We're going to be doing more missions. Really, I'm just trying to get this back around the Caribbean, but I think I'm just going to take a little detour across South America. Maybe move it up through Central America and kind of bring it back across to Cuba and Florida. But we'll see where our jobs take us, all right? So that's about it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And looking forward to hearing from y'all. In the meantime, this is your boy FlyIsland guys saying stay safe, but most of all, stay fly. I'm out.